Everybody, thanks for joining in. Hope you had a great weekend. I just want to talk real quick about yesterday's game against the Broncos. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't, I'm sure the way that the Jets designed it to be, but we got the dub, and that's the most important thing. Staying in the race right now. The Jets are 2-3. Yesterday, the Bills lost. Patriots lost. So we got to stay in the thick of things. I mean, the Bengals also won their game, so they got the same record as the Jets. But the most important thing right now is that we stay in the hunt right now, because we got the Eagles coming up next week. I'm sure that's going to be another game that nobody's going to expect the Jets to win, and they're going to have to play a lot better than they did yesterday to even compete with the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles are looking strong. They're such a well-rounded team. That's going to be a tough one. But anyway, we'll discuss that during the week. Yesterday's game was great. It's a win for the Jets, and that's what we needed. But you can see the problem here, and we'll discuss this later on in the week in other videos. The Jets are just notoriously bad for starting slow. The defense looks unprepared. They look like they're not ready. They look outcoached. They come in and they let Russell Wilson run all over the field in the beginning. I'm sitting there watching the game with a couple of my friends, and we're going, why don't they shadow this guy? This is the same thing Josh Allen does against them, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, they seem to forget the quarterback can run past the line of scrimmage. I don't understand it. And finally, later on in the game, I did notice they had somebody seem to be keyed on him, and they would stop him when he was just running wild. 3rd and 22 is for a quarterback to run for the first down. I can never understand that. Especially when you know that team has a quarterback that can run and can pick it up. There's nobody shadowing him. There's nobody focused on him. So they started out doing that right away. And, the Broncos seem to be running around all over the field. But, and like I said in the previous video, the Broncos I don't think are bad. I think their defense is their problem. The offense, they can score points. They can move the ball. Russell Wilson looks better than he did last year. But still, he makes boneheaded mistakes that at this point in his career he shouldn't be making. So anyway, the defense, of course, they come out, they're slow, and the Broncos, we got the 3-point lead, but that was on a muff punt, another problem we'll talk about in depth is the red zone. The Jets can't seem to get in the end zone. I have no idea. But you're not going to keep beating teams with field goals. It's just good teams. A good team yesterday would have kicked their ass yesterday, and that's just the bottom line. So, but anyway, we got off to the 3-0 lead, and the Broncos came right down the field, running McLaughlin. He runs for a big gain. They get a touchdown, 7-3. So now you can kind of see it coming. The coaching looked bad. They didn't look prepared. They always look so sluggish in the beginning of games. I don't understand what it is. The only thing I can attribute that to is coaching. But anyways, and the play before the half was just brutal to me. I'm watching the game, and I don't know if it was Zach, I don't know if it was Hackett calling a play like that, but with only 14 or 15 seconds left, no timeouts, you're going to get 3 points easily. I don't understand why. First of all, I don't understand why they don't take a shot in the end zone. They never seem to take a shot in the end zone, this team. I don't understand why. But either way, you throw an out pass to the tight end with 14 seconds left in the half, and everybody's getting back to there only seemed like a couple of players getting back to the line of scrimmage. Zach himself even seemed a little like, ho-hum, I got time to get there, then we'll just ground this and get the 3. There didn't seem to be any rush in the guys, and they got there, and of course the time ran out, and they basically left 3 points on the table. I can't understand what happened there. I don't know if it's Zach or the team or the coaching, but somebody's got to be in his headset going, man, get your ass going, get back to the line of scrimmage, and I don't know what the hell's going on there, but that was really a bad look to me. And they go into the half, they leave at least 3 points on the field, so that was a bad look. In the second half, of course, the Jets they somehow remember how to play. Like the defense is just, they're lights out in the second half of games. If they could be lights out in first half of the game and second half of the game, you couldn't beat this team. I don't care who you are. But they always start out so goddamn sluggish and ho-humming. They don't know what's going on. The tackling is bad. These stupid penalties they get, which the roughing the passer one, I don't know. They call it anytime you bump into one of these guys nowadays. But that helped the Broncos to continue that drive and get that touchdown in the fourth quarter, which made it a much more nail-biting game than it really should have been. So I think what's got to happen here, I don't understand, and also I want to mention Zach Wilson too. I don't mean to be rambling on, but I think Zach played a pretty solid game. I mean, he wasn't great. He didn't do anything amazing. That pick was a bad throw. If it was behind Garrett Wilson a little bit more, he gets the ball. So I think Zach is still kind of figuring that out, though. Because sometimes he throws those over the shoulder passes that are great. Other times he kind of doesn't get it yet. So, but I'll tell you right now, I do see improvement in Zach Wilson. He's playing much better football. He's much more decisive. He's much more comfortable back there. But also too, in the beginning, the offense seems a little bit. I don't know if it's their scripted plays they're not working and they stick to them, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. But he is definitely looking better. He managed the game yesterday, and he made some great plays. I mean, he made some good third down passes to keep drives going. So to me, Zach looks much better of a quarterback, and I think he's going to get better every week. I don't think the Chief game was a fluke. I think he's starting to actually look better, and he's looking more comfortable in the offense. So I think moving forward, this is going to be a good test against the Eagles because they've got a lights out defense, Philly. So if he can play good ball management and don't make too many mistakes, and manage this game, and Breece Hall runs wild like he did yesterday, I think Jets could maybe pull out a huge upset against the Eagles, but we'll talk about that during the week. But either way, getting the win was a big for the Jets. They can stay in the thick of things, and a big game coming up next Sunday. We'll have to tackle that as it comes. But they're going to have to work on these slow starts. The defense starting out so sluggish at the beginning of every game. It's almost like the first quarter and a half or so. They just haven't figured it out. But once they do, you can't move the ball on those guys. And the offense, too. Even Zach mentioned in one of his press conferences last week, we got to start out stronger, we got to start faster. And another thing we're going to tackle during the week and some more videos is getting in the red zone. 4 or 5 field goals is not going to cut it. They never throw the ball in the end zone. I don't understand why. I didn't see one ball go in the end zone. Maybe one, and it was kind of a shitty throw. But they got to work on that red zone offense this week. Every day they better work on some trick plays, some rollouts, something, because we can't win ball games getting 4 field goals against a good team. Yesterday would have taken total advantage of that and probably kicked our ass. So anyway, I just want to make that quick video. Thanks for watching, and please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to my channel if you can. It helps me out a great deal. I appreciate it. All the comments I've been getting and everything. And I'll talk to you during the week. We'll discuss the rest of the points of the game and what the Jets got to do to maybe pull out a upset this Sunday against the Eagles. But thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.